Hi, I'm Dr. Matteo Borini. I'm a forensic anthropologist and a principal lecturer in forensic anthropology at Liverpool John Moore University. What I do is try to give a name to the remains of missing people or murder victims found skeletonized on the crime scene. What I can try to do sometimes is also to reconstruct their faces from the feature of their skull. What I will do this time? Well, this time I will do something different, because in my spare time I'm also a magician. Not really a wizard, I am a member of the Magic Circle, the most prestigious society for magicians in UK, and I'm also the president-elect of the Liverpool Mahatma Magic Circle. I'm not very good with my hands, so I'm not very good with cards or multiplying balls, but I'm probably a bit better with mind control and try to do illusion of the minds. This is why people as me are called mentalist or mind illusionist. Well, I will try to use these skills to give the impression of the existence of psychic abilities. What I will do is try to replicate all the effects, all the abilities that alleged psychic claim to have thanks to their paranormal gift. I will do this to try to debunk people that want to try to do our job as a forensic expert claiming to be psychic detective. So what we will do today is a short demonstration of alleged psychic abilities or psychic skills. We have done also in the previous weeks with a bigger audience. So here today we will do a bit differently, also because we need to be filmed, so we will not do everything. But the reason why I'm showing what I learned in the previous years regarding psychic skills and psychic abilities is for a master project. So we are now testing your perception regarding this kind of psychic tests. And this is one of the first times that we are running this kind of test, this kind of check on the perception in our university. The things that we will do is basically interactive, so we'll ask you to give me and help, because I'm not here to demonstrate any kind of ability like spoon bending or telekinesis, but I need to have you coming here and help me in what is psychometry, reading, and spirit channeling. Now, for the first test, I want to show you what is called psychometry. Psychometry is an ability that psychic claim to have regarding their skill to read the aura left on an object by the owner. So this means that if we have an object with us, a personal object, not something like just a spare change in the pocket or your ticket for the train or the buses, we leave holding this object with us for a long, something from us in the object. People say that this is a sort of a presence that the psychic is able to feel, and they claim that it's also useful when you are investigating on crime and you have an object from the victim or maybe left by the perpetrator. So touching this, they can feel, they can go with their minds and try to delineate the owner of the object and where he or she is. We will do the same. So for this first test, I need 4 personal objects. Because in this case we are not working only with one object, so like again a piece of evidence from the crime scene, I'm asking you if you can have an object that I can conceal inside a small purse, a small coin purse. So if you have, I ask you to please close the object in your fist and tell me who is coming on stage. I would like to have 4 people here to do this experiment. You don't have to do anything. Yes, you can, okay? And okay, I need other 3 persons. Please don't show to me, especially to me, but possible also to other people, the object that you have, okay? Anyone else? We need other, so we have 1 here, so 2, other 2 people, please. Do you have any objects with you? Anything do you have? I know we are only few people today, so it's a bit problematic. You will be, the majority of you involved more than 1 time in an experiment. Okay, so Megan is coming, very good. Okay, so please make a row here so he can film you. And another person, last one, very good. Very good, very good. Now, okay, make a row. Very good. So now I give you the purse. And you can conceal the object inside. And when you have done, you tell me done. Done? Okay. Can you please collect all of them? Very good. Now mix them so there is no order over there. Very good. Okay. So now I will start with 1 object, and I will start with this object to tune with you. So I will start to create a connection with all of you. So I will take the object, I will put in my hand, and I will ask to all of you to put your dominant hand, so the right if you're right-handed, the left if you're left-handed, on my right shoulder, 1 per time. Okay, can you put yours? Okay, very good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the feeling that I have at the moment is to be a bit more tuned in this area here. So, but because you are very close, I ask you if you can do a step forward so you are more separate from the others. Yes, do again. Yep, put your hand. Yeah. Okay, we have a different perception of personal space in Italy, so there is no problem if people are coming very close to me. Okay, I don't think that it's yours. Okay, go back. Okay, so here I'm feeling stronger. Can you go down? Do step. Yeah, and definitely was not here. So if I'm correct and I'm tuned properly with these people, the aura that I receive comes from this person. Is this yours? Yes. And now, so now that I started to be tuned with these people, I will start to feel the person behind. So I will start to do the proper psychometry. So I will keep my hands closed and I will start to feel what I have from this person. So I will not be physically in contact with these persons. I will just try to feel. Okay, I see from here something related to outside. I see like it's not proper countryside, but I see green outside. I see a door close to that, and the feeling that I perceive is something from a person that also have a very good feeling with pets, with animals, and I feel a very active person, one of those people that are, you know, even physical active outside. And if I am correct, this object belongs to you. Am I correct? Yes. Oh, this is very interesting object. Look, this is a very personal object, but this is also a very powerful object. We will talk about this in a moment, but this is a crystal and is in a shape of a pendulum. We will talk about pendulum later on, but look how this pendulum is vibrating. So there is a lot of energy coming from here. There is a big spiritual feeling, a big spiritual mind behind. And I see a person that have this kind of spirituality, this kind of feeling in which she trusts. However, sometimes this person have some sort of really battle inside herself. So sometimes she's struggling to let people believe on her feeling and her intuition. And if I am correct, this object belongs to you. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Great. So now, theoretically, I will do the most complicated thing. That is telling that that object over there belongs to you. Okay, that doesn't sound very impressive because it's the only one left behind. But I will try to do something a bit more different. So I will try to do a sort of inverse psychometry, and having the person here try to feel the object that she left over there. Okay? Give me your hands. Put your hands here. Very good. I have the feeling of achievement, and I have the feeling of self-confidence that have been recently improved for something that you recently achieved. I feel the sense of reward, and I feel a sense of gratification here. And now I'm trying to figure and try to have an image of what you put there. Is something shiny? Is something, it's not gold? Is something personal? Is something like a jewelry? Okay, let me try to figure the shape. I see something like this. That actually is not a ring, it's something more complex. Like with a lot of beans. And there is something a little bigger here. I have the feeling of a sort of a silver bracelet with some sort of beans and decoration. Can you tell us what did you put over there?
It's a silver bracelet with a skull charm on it.
Silver bracelet with a skull charm. Let's see. And it is actually a silver bracelet with beans and a skull charm. And this is what psychometry can do. Thank you very much for coming on stage, and you can have a seat. Did you have that? Yeah. Okay, very good. So I know that is a bit unnatural what I'm doing with the camera, but this is the way in which we can figure. Okay, this is the first proof, the first test. So try to do a reading through the objects. Now I need someone that wants to have a reading with tarots. It will be something I will not go too much personally. I will use only the major arcana to make this as okay, come on. It will be something quick, something easy. So what you saw now is a reading done with the aura. Okay, you can stay here if you want. Great. Here instead, I will not use just my mind to perceive and receive the vibration of the aura, but I will actually use an oracle. An oracle is a tool, in this case the tarots, that have been used since a long time to increase the perception of the psychic and of the people. And you will see now in a moment using a different kind of oracle. So I will take out only the major arcana, so we will work faster and easier, okay? We will not go too much in the past and in the future, okay? I ask you to cut few tarots and put them on the side. Very good. Okay, good. So this will represent the past. This one instead will represent the future. And I want to count how many tarot did you select, because this is very interesting, because it's also linked to numerology, so the science of reading the future and the personalities by numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A great number. 12 is exactly the number of the month in a calendar here. So it's a number that shows the complete course of the year. So that is a very, very positive. Think about also the apostles in the Gospels that were 12. So it's a very, very positive number. Now, we will do two possible routes. Here are two possible routes for your future. Now, every time that we do a choice, we are in front of two doors. And when we take that choice, we open one door and we left the other closed. So every time we are in front of two possible routes. Like now, you could stay there, you could decide to come here. You came here, so the things went in a different way. Now, to help you in the decision here, I prepare for you a little lucky charm. I want that you place this lucky charm on one of the two possible routes for your future, and that lucky charm will protect you against the wrong route. So can you please put in one of the two routes? Very good. So you choose that route. Okay, let's have a quick look of the cards regarding the past. Look, the Emperor, so a very strong, positive male figure in your past, but then there is also the Fool that represent usually ourselves. This is the tarot number 0, that we are taking a path, that we are taking a journey. So this is basically you taking a journey, and this journey look very, very positive, because look, there is the sun, that is the greatest star that we can see during the day, that let us see during the day. And then here we have the High Princess, a very positive female figure. Very, very good. So here it's representing a very balanced situation where you are starting your journey with the help of two very positive figures, a male and a female. Then we have Judgment. The Judgment is the moment of the, let's say, the exams, but in the sense that when we have to prove what we learn, not only in school, but also what we learn in the life. So it's a moment of challenge. But look this, immediately attached to that, there is the Strength and the temperance and the Justice. So these tell us all the virtues, all the good, positive characteristics that you have to go and reach the goal. And the goal here is the upside down man, that is basically mean changing for the future, positive changing for the future. And now we are in front of the two possible paths. You choose one, that is this one, and let's have a look. So we have the Tower, the Hierophant, the Lover, the Eremit, the World, and the last one is the Star. Very, very interesting, because the Tower means building the future. The Hierophant, another very important male figure that connect to the first one that we saw. Then the lovers. This means maybe the love that you will meet or that you will improve in the future. That doesn't necessarily mean the love of your boyfriend or girlfriend. That could be the love of your friends, the love of your family. That is the most important thing. Then we have the last three cards. The eremit, a wise man. A wise man that have to tell you the truth regarding the world. The world that is mean the reality. And the eremit has a sun clock in his hand. So this means that probably this man will tell you the truth very close in the future. And the last one is the stars. Stars, again, is a very bright card. Very important card, because tell us not only that your journey is going ahead, started with the sun, ending with the stars, but also they give us a very important lesson. When we see the stars in the dark. So this means that even if we face difficulties, very dark moments, in that moment we see the brightest stars. In that moment we see the best. Here instead there are all the cards that you decide to not take, the route that you decide to not take. I will not go and check all the others. I want to see just the end of that possible route. That actually is not a very positive card, because this is the devil card. So it means that the choice that you have done have been very wise, very good. You have been guided by this little lucky charm that I left for you, that is a bit of what we called purified salt or exorcised salt, but also there is something that you can keep with you. So a written lucky charm with symbols, but also with something that I wrote this morning when I had my psychic feeling regarding this reading. And what I wrote here was the stars, exactly where you stop. So if you want, you can keep with you as a lucky charm for the future. Thank you very much for coming. So thank you very much for her that decided to do this kind of a psychic reading with us today, a personal. And now, we are not so many, but we can do something anyway. I will show you another way to do reading. And this way is to use, again, cards, but in this case normal cards, plain cards. Because it's true that we started to use tarots since the 14th centuries, in the medieval time in Milan, in Italy, into the Visconti, a very rich and noble family. That is where we have the first cards, tarots ever painted. However, the cards have been used even before, and they were a kind of oracle even before the tarots. Why? Because cards have a very powerful meaning. 52 cards inside the deck, 52 weeks in a year, 4 suits, 4 seasons, 2 colors, the red and the black, the day and the night, the positive and negative things that happen in the life. And before I was mentioning the idea of the year with the number 12. Well, you know what? If you give a number to each card, 1 to the ace, 2, 3, and then you go the jack, that is the 11th card, and 12 to the queen, and 13 to the king, and you add all the 52 cards that are here, you will obtain 364. But in a deck of cards, usually there is a joker that point to 365, the exact number of the days in a year. But sometimes the year has an additional day, 366. This is why we have a second joker in the deck. 13 cards per suits, 13 lunar month. So here, this is a book of wisdom that can be used to know the future. Now I will take the full deck of cards and I will place inside the bag. I will ask you to put your hand into the bag. Take out a card and have a very quick glimpse to the card and memorize the card. Don't choose a card. Let a card choosing you. While you are doing this, think about a question for your future, recent future. Don't project too much far. I'm pretty sure that you don't want to know when you will die. Ask for a question. Don't silly question. Silly question will have silly answer. Now I will come for you and I will ask you to do this. Look only you the card, don't show to anyone. Keep that secret for you. Have a quick glimpse. Keep that in mind and stand up. Take one, have a glimpse, stand up. Yeah. There are too few people, so. I know. Okay, stand up please for me, madam. Have a look, don't show to me and to anyone, and put inside, put back, and please stand up. Very good. Now I want that you concentrate on the question that you have in mind, and I want that you concentrate on the card that selected you. I have the feeling now of a dark color, the color black. The color black come from a quite strong card that is the Queen of Clubs. Don't react. I'm talking to you, to the person that have been selected by the Queen of Clubs. Now, to answer your question, you need to go back into your bedroom. Inside the bedroom there is a drawer. Take the drawer out. Empty all the content on your bed. When you will do that, you will find something that you forgive to have. That will solve the question that you have in mind now. I'm now feeling the color red. I have two cards coming to me. I want to first talk to the person that had the 10 of heart. The 10 of heart tell me that among your friends there is a person now that needs your help. And if you will help this person in a way that it will seem silly at the first look, but in reality it will not, especially for him. If you will help him, the day after your question will be solved. Now I want to talk with the person that select the 6 of diamonds. Money. You will have to spend money. You will have to buy that thing, even if it seems to be quite expensive in the beginning, but that is the right choice, especially because it will make you happy more longer than you expect. And now I want to talk to the last person, the person that selects the 2 of spades. 2 is a couple involved in this. In 3 months from now, between that couple something will happen that will make you more sure about the right choice that you are now ready to do. If I spoke with you and if I name the card that select you, the Queen of Clubs, the Two of Spades, the Six of Diamonds, and the Ten of Hearts, please sit down now. I will come back to you later on. Okay. I will tell you some more details about that. Who had the pendulum? You had the pendulum? Okay. Do you use that as a pendulum? Have you never used? Do you want to try to use that as a pendulum? I will show you. And is anyone that used a pendulum in the past? No? So come with me, please. And Kat, do you want to come and help me with these? And you want to come and help me? Yes. And Madam, have you never tried to use a pendulum? Do you want to try to use one? No? Okay. Anyway, good. We will do with this. So take that your pendulum, and to you instead, I will give you my pendulum. Don't say anything about that. About that sentence that I said. Choose one. Okay, good. Now, I want that you hold your pendulum between so stay a bit more, in the center so it can show you, because everything is now here. So hold between your first finger and your thumb. Very good. Yes, very good. And very good. Step from here. Okay, very good. Now, I want that you start to look just your pendulum. Look your pendulum. Relax your mind. Just look at the pendulum and think. Start to think that the pendulum start to move. More you are thinking, more the pendulum will start to move. Left and right. Left and right. Think about the movement of the pendulum, and more you are thinking, more the pendulum start to move. Left and right. Left and right. You are doing very well. Think left and right. The more you are thinking, more the pendulum move. Left and right. Left and right. And more the pendulum is moving, more you are relaxed. More you are relaxed, more the pendulum is moving. Faster and faster and faster. Very good. You are doing very well. Think about the pendulum that start to move. Very good. Now I want that you start to think that the pendulum move back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Very good, very good. Think that it's moving back and forward, back and forward. Very good. It's the power of your mind that is moving back and forward, back and forward. Very good, very good. Back and forward, back and forward. Very good, very good, very good. Now the pendulum start to move in a circular way, and more you are thinking, more the circle is bigger. Great, great. You are thinking that is moving. You are thinking that is moving in a circular way. More you are thinking, more is moving. More you is moving, more you are thinking that it's moved. Very good, very good. Look how it's great, great. You are doing very well, very well. Very good. Now when I will click my finger, you will relax your hands and the pendulum will fall on the floor. 1, 2, 3. Very good. You have done a great job. And if you think this is yours, and you have done this just by the power of your mind. Great. Thank you very much. This is the power of the pendulum. A great power. The power that is an inch just with your mind. But I want to show how, if you know how to use a pendulum, the pendulum can reveal hidden things. We use pendulum and dowsing to reveal where the people are, especially when we are looking for missing people. This is what psychic says. Now, I need someone that had a pet, an animal, that is now dead. And you need to know the name of this pet. You need to remember the name of this pet. Is anyone that had a pet now died? Do you have one? Yes or no? Yes? Do you remember the name of the pet? Very good. So, make me a favor. Write down the name. There is no way that I can know your name and the name of your pet. I mean, okay, write down, don't show to me. Is anyone instead that have a pet now, nice and living? Yes? Okay, you have one. Write the name of your pet here. Do you have a pet? A dog? Okay, write your name. Do you have one? A lot of them, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you have one. Very good. Very good. Now, I need to place, do you have that face down, please? Very good. So we place inside the envelope. Okay, and I want that you seal this envelope. Don't need to leak that. You just give you a stencil so you can close. And who else had the, yes, so that and that, stencil to you, stencil to you, and you have that, and a stencil to you. Okay, can you please go around and collect for me all of them? While you are doing this, please make me a favor and check that you cannot see through the envelope. So the envelope are completely opaque, okay? Good. Come on here. You now are used to the stage, so that's absolutely fine. Now we will use my pendulum. So mix them and put in the 4 corners. This is the pendulum that I didn't give to you because to do this experiment is a pendulum made with bones. Okay. So okay. Don't think that this one has a dead animal, if you saw the movement of the pendulum. So let's check together. Jilly. It is alive. Very good. I don't think that here there is a dead animal. Benny is yours, or Benny is yours? Live? Very good. So now we have the 2 last one. Okay? Do you see the difference? So I don't think that here there is a dead pet. Charlie, it's not yours. So yours is actually here, where the pendulum moves in a totally different way. Do you still have a connection with this animal? Do you still remember the animal quite? Was that a male animal? Yeah. Okay. Do you mind if I try to do this with you? look at me, try to concentrate on this animal. It was not a big one. And I want that you think, just with your mind, to have this connection with this animal again. Imagine that he is coming close to you and you are ready to call his name. That was Ziggy? Yes? Thank you very much. And this is how the work of the pendulum. Thank you. And this is Ziggy. How we can be in contact with that, how we can develop our psychic abilities, how we can think if we are psychic or not. I'm pretty sure that to a lot of you happened to receive a call. Phone is ringing, and before you will answer, you exactly know that is your cousin that is not calling you since the last 6 months. You know before holding the phone, before answering the phone. That day when you wake up, you know, oh well, I shouldn't go out today. I know that it will be one of those days. And during the day, you will realize that you are absolutely correct. You have the feeling that some of your friends is not feeling very well. There is something troubling. You don't have any clue about that, but you are thinking. You take the phone, you text them, and you discover that you are right. This because all of us, we have these kind of psychic abilities that we need to develop, becoming a psychic skill. How we can test? Well, I want to do a test with you, a quite peculiar one that is based on the history of this town. Do you mind to help me, madam? Do you want to come here and help me? Okay, okay. But it's nothing scaring, eh? It's a very simple thing on the intuition if you want to try. No? Okay. So who wants to help me? You want to help me? You. Not talking to you. Come on, guys. We need to finish to film these things. Yeah, come on. I need 2 people here. Come on. Nothing scary. We will just work with dead people. One on my left, one on my right. I know that happened to you. I know that happened to all of you to have that kind of psychic feeling. And I want to show you how it works. Did it never happen to you, the psychic feeling? You know, exactly. So that is how it will work. And we will work in a very peculiar way. I use this, that is part of the history of our city, the city of Liverpool. Because this one is a copy of the document that is inside the naval office here in Liverpool. And in this page, written in red, is written that the vessel have been lost the night of the 14th of April 1912 due to a collision against an iceberg. This is actually the copy of the register of the Titanic, because even the Titanic left from Southport, it was actually registered here in Liverpool. So this is why I want to do an experiment with you. Who wants to hold the coin? You on you. Because the other person will hold water. Why? This is a coin of the 1912, something that the survivor of the Titanic could use and spend. This is actually ice water, the place where they died. And I want that you feel a connection between you and these two objects, because what we will go now is to work and do a sort of intuition test. I will give few pictures to you, another to you. These are pictures from the passengers of the Titanic. They are all dead. I'm doing this because being all dead, the way in which you can connect is much easier than what you usually do with living and dead, as I did before. So they are all spirits, but some of them, they are absolutely resting spirits. Others are not, because they died into the ice water. I want that in your left or right hand?
Right hand.
Okay, so in your left hand, you keep this nice and cold, and in your left or right hand?
Right.
Okay, so in your left, you keep this. And every time that I will whistle with these, that actually is the whistle used in the Titanic life jacket, one of the sounds that have been the last one heard by them, you will make your decision. You will look at the card, and soon I will whistle. You will decide if you want to just leave them because you don't have any feeling, or you want to keep them because you have a sort of feeling. You will realize that for some of them you will have a feeling and you will keep on one side. The other one, for which you don't have any feeling, you will just put all together in the middle. Are you ready? Every time that I whistle, you do your decision. You look and you do the decision. Very good. Now, you have made your choices. What I didn't say is that behind this picture, there are the biography of this individual. There is the name, the age of death, the ticket number, and some details regarding them. I will not read all of details, but the interesting thing is that in the bottom is written if that they died or they survived to the Titanic disaster. Mr. Henry Mitchell died. Miss Ethel Fortune survived. Miss Mahala Douglas survived. Miss Dorothy Turpin died, and so on. You see, died, survived, died, survived, survived, died, survived, and so on. You choose to hold the coin, and you had a feeling with this individual. The coin should be spent by the people that survived the Titanic. And you choose Mr. Richard Beckwith, that survived. Richard Williams survived. Harry Anderson survived. Georgie Harder survived. Alice Clever survived. And you have done a great job. What about you? You choose the Titanic killer. She died. She died. She died. He died. He died. And she died. You've done a wonderful job, both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you. And I can drink the killer. To conclude, I want to show you a proper way to be in contact with that. Much more complicated than being in contact just by the pictures. And what I want to do is exactly channeling the spirits. And I will do exactly what is done in psychic circles to channel the spirits. And I will need your help. I will not do anything that is done to in any way trigger you or offend you or upset you, because you have been so kind to be here and help us. So I will ask you to think about a dead person that I need to call here. But I don't want that you think to any person that is related to you. I will not channel any member of your family. So what I want to do is ask you to think about a dead person, a famous historical person like Napoleon, Caesar, JFK, people like that, that I can channel, and a question for them. Let's work in this way. Here, I want that you write your full name and full surname in capital letters, because one of you will read this. And then the spirits to which you want to ask a question. I will ask you to do very important things for this. Madam, do you want? Yes, please. You will be our high in this experiment. When you have done, please fold in 4 like this, with the writing inside. Again in 4. Very good. In 4, in 6. Thank you. Can you come with me on stage, please? Yeah, for 1 second. Because you will be our highs. So, take all of these and you put them inside. Okay, let's check if there is anything back. No. Okay, good. You put them inside, you close, and you bring there back on your seat.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, very good. Now, we need to prepare the raffle of the spirit. Right here, only your initial of name and surname, because we will raffle your spirit. Yeah, thank you. Have you done? Ready? Very good. I need to pay an assistant for this. Thank you very much. Now, I will start to concentrate and channel the spirit. And I will start to concentrate and to see the spirit. And I will see the spirits of, okay, MESK. I guess is yours. I want that you start to concentrate on the spirits that you want that I call. I see a yellowish fog, and through the fog I see a figure of the spirits materializing close to you. I have the feeling of a strong, warm lady. She's talking in a way that is very difficult for me to understand. It's not English the way in which she's talking. Are you asking me to contact the spirit of Boudica?
Yep.
Yes. Do you have a question for Boudica in mind? Could be even a personal question if you want. Okay, no worry. If you don't want, I can just let the spirits go away. However, the way in which she's smiling at you, some indicates that in some way, both of you are sharing this same strength as a lady. And she's very proud of that. I let the spirit going. And I raffle another one. HG. Who is that? You? Okay. I want that you start to concentrate on the spirit. I see through the fog coming. The spirit is positive, so I can let the spirit coming. It's a male spirit, correct? I have some very nice images, some. Are you thinking to contact the spirit of Kurt Cobain? Yes. Do you want to ask some personal question to him? Do you want to ask something? fine. Absolutely fine, yeah. It was amazing. He said that there is something in your heart in this moment that is making you thinking. Why you think that there's a troubling you? You shouldn't. Take that very easy, he said. Can I leave him away? Okay, let me do another one. CM, you? Okay, I want that you concentrate on this spirit. I see positive figure coming in down to the steps. Can figure Alan Richman? Am I correct? Do you have a question? No? I'm saying that it's very correct that you are putting your effort now, because you will have a great new coming in the next 4 months. Can I leave him going away? Now I want you. I want that you come here and you bring the billets with the real name and questions. And now you will be the person that will do the choice. Now it will be completely different. I want that you take, this is basically the thought of someone. This is the spirit that someone want to contact.
Yeah.
So open that and take any you want. Good. Now I just want that you look at. Don't read aloud, just have a quick look and check if it's any of the spirits of the person that I called before.
Yeah.
Okay? Is one of the person that I called before?
No.
Okay. So now you can have a spirit in your mind, and you can have a question for the spirits in your mind. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Very good. And to conclude, I want to show you this. This is the method used by Henry Slate to challenge the spirits. 2 blackboards, completely clean on both sides. These were very common used in the Victorian era, because Henry Slate was a spiritualist in the Victorian era, and we will use these exactly to channel the spirits. Okay? Can you take the that for me? Yes, please. And put that around. Very good. So it will be sealed. Okay. Let's take a piece of chalk and let's put inside. And I want that you concentrate, because you will become part of the channeling.
Okay.
I start to have a feeling, and follow me, because I have something in my hands. It's like the automatic writing. have sense. No, it's not good. Everything's started with does have sense for you. Everything started with a mouse. Who are you thinking of?
It's Walt Disney.
Walt Disney?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Right here.
Yeah.
Keep this. Keep all this.
Yeah.
Which was the question that you had in mind?
What's the favourite movie?
What's his favorite movie? Did he wrote anything else?
All of them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. No, you can just give me, yeah. Great. So, this is exactly the last things that a psychic can do. Channeling and make spirit manifestation.